The 10 strongest of Hunter x Hunter, names linked to great feats and great family names. I know many will not agree, but I sincerely hope you like this list, and every comment is welcome. Names here that will surprise all of you. Starting with him, Illumi Zoldyck, we have a character who stands out for manipulation and psychological terror. Before he uses a needle on you, run to subscribe, alright? Leave your like and activate the bell. Illumi is not a traditional fighter, but a lethal strategist who masters Nen needles capable of controlling bodies and altering his own appearance. His aura is described as suffocating, and he demonstrates the ability to kill without hesitation. The coldness with which he deals with his targets, added to his interest in Aluka's ability, shows that his vision of power is broader than brute strength. Even without starring in fights against the strongest, the simple fact of being one of the most influential members of the Zoldyck family and being associated with mass assassination plans already places him among the most dangerous. I know everyone has different opinions. Comment below what your top 10 would be. Remembering that anyone on this list could easily change places, but with the information we have so far, we are not precise, not 100%. Hunter x Hunter has always been a work that highlighted the balance between intelligence, strategy, and brute power. But as the manga advances, especially in the Dark Continent arc and the succession war for the throne of Kakin, we begin to understand that the universe created by Togashi goes wide beyond classic fights. It starts to explore almost mythological beings, ancient legacies, and Nen on increasingly transcendent levels. For this reason, putting together a list of the 10 strongest characters in the series is not just a task of comparing battles, but rather a deep analysis of feats, Nen abilities, experience, and influence on the plot. This ranking aims to bring a comprehensive perspective, ranging from legendary characters like Freecs to monsters of physical strength like Meruem, all based on what has been revealed so far. And since Illumi opened this list, let's go to 9th place with the Scarlet Eyes, he who is already plunged into an indescribable void, Kurapika, who emerges as one of the most technical characters in the Universe series. With his Emperor Time ability, he accesses all Nen categories, which is an almost unprecedented feat. His conjured chains are designed for specific functions, such as imprisoning hearts or extracting information. And when his scarlet eyes activate, his power reaches an almost divine level of specialization. He has already neutralized none other than Krollo Lucifer, leader of the Phantom Troop, and that alone makes him worthy of this list. Even sacrificing lifespan with prolonged use of Emperor Time, he continues acting in the shadows of the Kakin War with mastery. Next, in 8th place, Prince Benjamin Hui Guaro shows that in Hunter x Hunter's universe, political and physical power can go hand in hand. Since his introduction, Benjamin has demonstrated superhuman strength, lifting weights with absurd ease and ripping a lion's head off with his bare hands. But what really stands out is his Nen resistance, surviving automatic gunfire thanks to impeccable mastery of Ken and Ten. He also leads an army of trained bodyguards and has a skill system that allows him to inherit Nen techniques from his dead subordinates. Benjamin represents the pinnacle of Enhancer focused on combat and military command, being a true wall in the succession arc. Further ahead, we have Freecs, who earned only 7th place, perhaps the most mysterious name in the entire work. Author of a diary that describes the unknown side of the world, Freecs was the first human to explore the Dark Continent, and more than that, he would still be alive there, surviving alone for more than 300 years. If that wasn't enough, even Jing himself recognizes Don as an almost legendary figure. Although his powers have never been shown in combat, the simple fact of resisting a place where even the strongest are crushed by diseases, creatures, and calamities makes Don an almost mythological entity within the series. His existence breaks the limits of time and the logic of common Nen. Rising to 6th place, Neferpitu, one of Miriam's 3 royal guards, represents the pinnacle of brute power combined with terrifying Nen abilities. Pitu was born with a fighting sense and physical strength surpassing most elite hunters. She defeated Kite with ease, even without knowing Nen rules. Her manipulation power, which allows her to control corpses or heal severe wounds, makes her both a warrior and support. Her aura was so intense it paralyzed experienced hunters. Additionally, Pitu demonstrated total loyalty to the king, acting as shield, doctor, and strategist. She was one of the few opponents to cause true terror in Gon, leading him to lose control and awaken his absolute power as a form of revenge. In 5th place, Silva Zoldyck appears as one of the most complete and feared fighters in the entire series. As patriarch of the most influential assassin family in the world, Silva combines tradition, brutality, and technique. He is an emitter with the ability to create giant orbs of explosive aura capable of destroying enemies in a single blow. He has eliminated members of the Chimera Ants without even a scratch and demonstrated experience in life or death battles. His resistance, agility, and precision place him among the best. What differentiates him from others is his practical and efficient approach. He kills without hesitation, completes missions perfectly, and is a master of all basic Nen techniques.
Already in fourth place, his father, Xenozoldyck, stands out not for brute force, but for tactical intelligence and absolute mastery of Nen. Xeno possesses one of the largest N ever seen, with a range of hundreds of meters. In battle, he uses the Dragon Head ability, creating aura dragons that fly and attack with extreme precision. He also demonstrated versatility by adapting his techniques in real time, as seen in the fight against Krollo. Despite his advanced age, his reading capacity, speed, and aura control remain impeccable. Many consider Xeno the most dangerous of the Zoldycks, which is quite a feat when you have Silva and Illumi as descendants. His mind is his sharpest weapon, and his style is a mix of martial discipline and lethal wisdom. Third place is occupied by an almost mythical figure, Maha Zoldyck, the family ancestor who once faced Isaac Netero and left him alive by choice. Maha is described as the only being that Netero, the strongest man in the world, faced and survived. His aura and abilities were never fully shown, but the reports and fear he inspires among other Zoldyck members speak for themselves. Moreover, he recently participated in assassination missions, even at an advanced age, keeping his lethality intact. Maha represents the old era of Nen monsters, those whose existence alone commands respect and terror. His position is based not only on speculation, but on testimonies of other titans of the series. Second place belongs to Isaac Netero. The former president of the Hunter Association trained for decades in search of spiritual and physical perfection. He reached the point of performing 10,000 punches per day as part of his routine, acquiring reflexes that surpass any human being. His most famous technique, the 100-type Guanyin Bodhisattva, summons a giant statue with dozens of arms, each capable of delivering attacks in fractions of a second. Netero demonstrated this ability in his fight against Miriam, where he resisted for long minutes against the most powerful monster ever created. Even in his last moments, Netero proved to be a symbol of human power taken to the extreme, with strength, speed, endurance, and an indomitable spirit.
And at the top of the ranking, unsurprisingly, is Meruem. The king of the Chimera Ants was conceived to be the ultimate life form. From birth, his physical strength was unmatched. He defeated entire troops with simple movements, learned complex techniques in minutes, and absorbed the power of his royal guards to reach an unattainable level. His intelligence rivals strategic geniuses, his speed surpasses the fastest, and his Nen grew exponentially with every new experience. Meruem defeated Netero in direct combat and was only stopped by a bomb designed to exterminate the very concept of life itself. Even so, he died in an almost poetic way beside Komugi, demonstrating that his strength was absolute, but his humanity still blossomed in the end. Meruem is not only the strongest physically, but also the most symbolic. He represents the climax of power in Togashi's work. This list, although subject to change as the manga progresses, is a current portrait of the highest level of power in Hunter x Hunter. The Dark Continent promises to reveal new threats and even more complex characters, but up to now, these are the true titans of the series universe. Whether by mastery of Nen, blood heritage, adaptability, or pure physical strength, each of these names has built their place on this podium with sweat, blood, and legacy. But before we completely close this ranking, it is impossible to ignore two figures who, although they have not held formal positions on this list, carry enormous weight within the mythology of Hunter x Hunter. We are talking about Jin Freecs and Gon Freecs, father and son, whose trajectories intertwine not only by blood, but also by strength, genius, and the role they still must play in the direction of the world, especially now with the Dark Continent arc underway. Jin Freecs is a character shrouded in mystery and genius. Considered one of the 5 most intelligent and creative Nen users in the world, he possesses a completely unpredictable style and an absurdly keen reading of the intentions and emotions of his opponents. His most notable feat so far was when he replicated and even surpassed other people's abilities in real time, something that seemed impossible for any other character. At the Zodiac meeting, he managed to manipulate the entire political dynamic with an impressive calmness, as well as demonstrating that his understanding of Nen is so advanced it borders on the impossible. Jing is a force that has not yet fully shown itself in battle, but has already been respected by all the great names in the series, including Periston and beyond Netero. And it's important to remember, he is the son of Don Freecs, the man who has been in the Dark Continent for more than 300 years, which suggests that his genetic, mental, and spiritual potential might be beyond anything we've seen. On the other hand, we have Gon Freecs, who, although temporarily lost the ability to use Nen, starred in one of the most impactful moments in the entire series. Driven by rage and the pain of losing Kite, Gon literally sacrificed all his future potential to defeat Neferupitu. By doing so, he awakened a fully adult body, a version of himself at the absolute peak of his physical strength and Nen, a form that even Pitu recognized would be capable of killing Meruem himself in direct combat.
This moment showed that Gon, in essence, is a monster in terms of raw potential. And more than that, he is the only character whose evolution is directly connected to the deepest emotions, making him unstable but incredibly dangerous when provoked. The loss of his Nen might not be definitive, and the future of the Dark Continent arc could reserve a triumphant and devastating return for him. Together, Jing and Gon represent the past and future of the series. And that is why, when we talk about the greatest of Hunter x Hunter, we cannot end this conversation without revering the Freecs lineage that carries the wildest, most fearless, and most unpredictable spirit of the entire Nen world, and could indeed be above Meruem. To be continued.